All right, hello everyone. We are going to look at one of my favorite topics for any type of green industry business, and that's social media. And one of my favorite social media apps for my phone is Snapchat. And I've put together a lecture after doing some research on the company and various articles that I've read about it, and then by personally using it myself. I started using Snapchat first personally, using it with my friends, my family, and have actually enjoyed it. And then, always wondered how it would work for businesses. And then I started doing some research on how companies are using it, especially for marketing and maybe even sending out coupons or discounts for services that you may provide. And it can actually be a pretty good thing for your business. Um, and then I started doing a little more research and understanding that your clients also want to know the business owner personally. So you may want to have a Snapchat for your business, and you may want to have one personally that you will give out both to your clients or actually advertise both. Some of you may or may not already be using Facebook. I think Facebook is something else that you must have for your green industry business. And with Facebook, um, you've got a personal account, you've got one set up for your business, as we do. I come from, a background of landscape contracting and irrigation, and now I'm teaching full time. That For my dad's company, we actually set up multiple Facebook accounts. He's got one for his landscape company. He's got one for his strawberry farm, and then he has one for his personal side. And a lot of his clients are following him on all three. And I think that needs to be done with Snapchat. And we're going to discuss Snapchat. We're going to get into that a little bit more right here. At the end of the lecture, I do have a 10-question quiz that you will see on the website. So we'll discuss the questions for that at the end of the lecture. So again, my name's Eric Jones, and we are going to discuss Snapchat for a green industry business. Okay, so first of all, what is Snapchat? Well, it's social media that's used to share simple things. It can be used for texting. It can be used for sending pics. And the good thing about it, and not only with the text messaging and the pictures, you can also send videos. And what we refer to all three of them is actually a snap. The app is called Snapchat. You can download it for your phone, your tablets, your iPads, any of your smartphones. You'll be able to have it. And that's what I use. I use all for my teaching. I use my iPad. I have my Snapchat open on my iPad. I have my Twitter account open on my iPad, and I have my Facebook open all on my iPad. My phone I use for personal. I'm still a member of the Army Reserve, so I try to keep up with a lot of my soldiers and friends that I've met in my career in the military. So I keep that separate. But a lot of those guys are even following me on my business because, I give out information for people to use, and they've commented on it and said, Eric, appreciate telling me, when I need to do this, in my yard, what time of year. So my friends and my family, some of them will follow me on the business side of Snapchat. But again, it's a social media app. You can do pictures or videos. You can add drawings or captions to the snaps. And the best thing about Snapchat is that the picture disappears. And you, the sender, can decide when or how long that picture is going to last. It can go all the way up from 1 second to 10 seconds. I set everything for 10 seconds. So if I'm walking down somewhere on campus and I see, forsythia starting to bloom in February, I'm taking a picture of it and I'm snapping it to my students, our clients, all that, and saying, hey, spring is almost here. So, I keep that with me just for people don't forget about me. And especially in a client setting where you're running your business, you don't want your clients to forget you. So if you can get your clients following you on that, and these little 10-second pictures of something blooming or an irrigation system coming on, or a new landscape that you've done, it's a 10-second message. And people, they want to see that. They're not directly talking to you, but they're not forgetting about you when you send them a snap. So, and that snap's going to disappear. It's not going to stay on their phone or anything. It's just going to disappear. All right. And here you can see an example of something. I took a picture of crepe myrtle on campus. I've set it down here in the left-hand corner. That's where you would set it for 10 seconds. I've added text here, or you can add larger word art. And then actually you can, circle things, or you can write it in red. You can highlight things, that you want to see. And that would help more or less if you're taking a picture of something really, really far away. You could go in and, circle a particular plant or anything that you wanted your Snapchat people to see. These are just 3 different screenshots from my phone. You download the app and take the picture, add the text or the word art or the circular, set your seconds that you want this to be viewed, and then you just click send. So what is the appeal of Snapchat? Well, it has less pressure to be perfect than on other social media sites. For one, you put something on Facebook, it's there forever unless you take it down. Here with Snapchat, what you take a picture of is not permanent. I mean, yes, people can take a screenshot of the picture, but they got to be very quick to do that. And I've even heard of some apps that'll actually save snaps that people receive. But using it for this, nobody's going to. They're going to hear their phone go off. They're going to see that picture of a plant that you've taken of. They're going to say, oh, I wouldn't mind having one of these in my yard. So then, it's an advertisement for you. And it also has a new short-term visual message format, so you can actually do some text messaging. And basically what that is, you've got to initiate it with a picture. You're going to take a picture, send it to a client. Let's take that crepe myrtle for instance. I've took that crepe myrtle picture, I've sent it out to some clients. They're going to call me back and say, Eric, what variety of crepe myrtle is that? I'm going to tell them. And then I'm going to say, they've responded with a text message back. I can respond with a text message back in the app telling them what variety of crepe myrtle it is and that we have it and that we can install it for them. Okay, how much is it going to be? So you've generated a short conversation piece by just a picture. And you can send that snap to as many people as you have within your app. You can have is unlimited. You can have all of your clients in there, but they're going to have to add you. And what you need to do is that you need to market your Snapchat just like you have your Facebook and your Twitter. And again, it's just a simple way to share simple and small things. So, 5 reasons that your company should snap. Well, people use it and they're going to keep using it. It's fairly new. It launched in September of 2011. And the younger generation were the first ones to catch on. Students caught on to the craze first. And it's kind of funny, like I said, I'm still a member of the Army Reserves, and I have a lot of younger soldiers underneath me. They're always on their phone. So I'm always asking them, guys, what are you doing? We should be doing other things instead of on our phone, but what are you doing? Well, hey, Sergeant, we're snapping. So it's kind of where I got introduced to it. And actually being on campus, a lot of students of mine are using it. And basically, that's how I started using it. So students were the first ones to catch on. September 2011 is when it really got launched. And then by October of 2012, so a year later, this app on people's phones had tallied over 1 billion snaps. So I don't know how many people that was, but actually the company itself tallied over 1 billion snaps that would have been sent uh, and only been open for 1 year. Facebook even offered 3 billion to the founders of Snapchat, but got turned down. So if Facebook knows that Snapchat's brand new and hot, um, you know, so does Snapchat itself. You know, they're not going to sell it. It's just going to keep growing. It is one of the fastest apps that is growing. As my parents are big on Facebook. They're in their early 60s. They keep up with a lot of people they went to high school with, friends and things like that, and family, and they want to see pictures of the grandkids and stuff. They're more apt to use Facebook. And still, hopefully that your company already has a Facebook page. I personally think the social media sites are more important than actually having a website. Yes, you still need a website. I mean, that's where they're going to go and get, you can have all kinds of information there. But I think the social media is more important in today's marketing than a website. But the good thing about your website is that it can have links to all of your social media sites. It can have a link to your Twitter. It can have a link to your Facebook. Even though these apps are being used on smartphones and tablets, and a lot of people are going to that. I sit in front of a computer long enough during the day that I don't want to go home and actually get on Facebook, or Twitter on my computer. I want to sit on the couch and use, my iPad or my smartphone, and that's what's happening with a lot of people today. But back to age again. Snapchat's new. It started with students. It's going to continue to grow. I've got my dad using it with his strawberry farm. He takes pictures of berries, snaps it out to his clients. Hey, we've got blooms on the plants. Lets people know that, we're weeks away. Hey, we've got green berries. Take a picture, send it to people. And then when we got red berries, take a few pictures of some red berries, snap it out, people start coming. He saves those snaps as a picture on his phone, which the app lets you do. Then he takes it and posts it to Facebook. He posts it to Twitter. He puts it on Instagram. And that is what really built his strawberry farm, is social media. The signs that we put on the roads, the website that he's built, not getting nearly as much traffic from that as he is through the social media sites. So it's going to continue to grow. Facebook is, more of your traditional elder people. Younger people may not be using it as much as they are Instagram and Snapchat. But as business owners, we need to bring all of that into our business. All of these social media sites can help us market it. And the best thing about it, guys, they're free. You don't have to pay money for Snapchat, Instagram. You can on Facebook. They can sell advertisement for you. But if you have the time, or you have somebody good in your company that can really, really latch onto these social media sites, it takes a little bit of time, but the apps are free. And the best thing about them being free, they're not only free to you, but they're free to your clients, and they're probably already using them. So let people know that you have these social media sites, and you can pass the information about your company throughout all the sites. So people use it, and they're going to keep using it. That is the main reason. Snapchat versus Facebook. Guys, don't get me wrong, Facebook's not going to disappear. It's a big, big thing for marketing. Whether or not Snapchat becomes larger, who knows? I think people like it just because you don't have to be perfect. If you take a picture of the tree, and somebody's walking by, and they photobomb it, big deal. The picture's going to go away after 10 seconds anyway. Facebook, you may have to take a picture 2 or 3 times before you get the one you want, because it's going to be up there for until you take it down. Second of all, it proves that you're a cool company. People want to see their landscape companies, their irrigation companies using these things. There's nothing more important than having your vehicle's logo and lettered up with your company information. Same thing with your cover trailers. Why not put, I think, this little ghost, as they call it, on the yellow background, that on the corner of your trailer or somewhere on your truck, add me to Snapchat. My username on Snapchat is Turf Teacher. So if I were to logo up my truck, I would put somewhere on my truck or my cover trailer, add me on Snapchat, the @ symbol Turf Teacher. People are going to see that. They're curious about it, so they're going to add you. Next thing you know, you're going to send them a picture, and it's going to prove that you're a cool company. If you've never heard of Snapchat, don't worry about it. You're not alone. A lot of people haven't. That's what adds to the inherent allure of the app. People's like, well, what is it? So it makes them want to go investigate it. And once they realize that it's not a permanent thing, that their turf company or their irrigation company is going to send them a snap, it's going to be about the season or some services. They've got, they can be walking in the house. Oh, I've got a snap from Turf Teacher. Okay, poof. All right, now's the time to fertilize your lawn with pre-emergent. Take a picture of one of your guys fertilizing. I need to do that. You know what? She's either going to, your client's either going to tell her spouse or he's going to tell his wife, we need to do that. Call the landscape company and let's fertilize. The number of users are growing exponentially. It's growing every day. And it's still new enough that will make you, the irrigation or landscape contractor, the person that's in the know. You're cool because you've already known about this social media app, and they don't. So you've already got one up on them because they know their landscape company is using it, that you're a pretty cool guy. It's wide open for marketeers. Think about all the marketing you can do with this. If you have a 10% on fall irrigation and seeding, 10% off for new clients, take a picture of your, print it out. I mean, you can't really upload pictures to Snapchat. It actually has to be a picture that you take. So take a picture of your flyer, snap it out to all your snappers. Companies who use it first will have the biggest impact. This is new enough that if you start it now, you've got one up on your competition. And it all goes back to proving that you are the cool company. All right, another reason the company should snap. Okay, you've already built an audience with other sites. Most of you already got Facebook, most of you already got Twitter. Well, you can drive these fans and followers to your Snapchat. Put it on Facebook. Hey, follow me on Snapchat. Send out a tweet. Follow me on Snapchat. And Snapchat's not going to see an expiration date to the other social media. It's not going to, it may get larger than some of the other social media sites, but it's not going to make them die out. Facebook's still going to be popular. Instagram's still going to be popular. Twitter's still going to be popular. But using those for Pinterest is a new one, is also a new one. All these social media sites, they can work together. And it is an incentive for your existing followers to start following you on Snapchat. You advertise it. You're gonna say, follow me on Snapchat. Your customer's gonna see it. They're gonna request to follow you. You're gonna accept it because you want everybody following you on Snap, and then you're gonna start sending out the snaps. And it doesn't, How many snaps you should do, that's another thing. Some people may get annoyed if it's all the time, but when it's new and stuff, people are addicted to it. They're gonna want to start seeing it. And they may or may not open up every picture that you snap them. I mean, it may sit in their little folder on the app for a few days, but it's going to be there. Um, it'll stay until they open it or they go in and delete it or block you. But that's not what's going to happen. They're going to follow you because they've asked to follow you. You can't just go out and start following them. You've got to advertise your Snapchat, then they're going to request to follow you. So they've given you your information. Um, Another reason is to embrace the new wavelength of messaging. Um, it's less than perfect, and that's why people love it. Again, you don't have to be a website developer to do it. It doesn't stay up permanent if it goes on your website or Facebook. You can have a typo, and it's not a big deal. It's going to disappear in 10 seconds after they open it. So if you did misspell a word, they're not going to see it. You don't have to worry about being polished at the end of the day. It's send it out. Send the snap out. If you do have the misspelled word, big deal. 99.9% of the people won't see it. If you did the little message with it, and it's going to disappear. But it keeps your clients remembering who you are, and you don't have to be so perfect at it. You don't have to put your Sunday best on to send the snaps. I mean, when you're out in the field and you see something that you want your customers to know, take a quick pic and send it to them, and it don't have to be perfect. You're not going to go back to the office. You're not going to edit the pictures before you put it on your website or your Facebook. It's quick and to the point, and it took you as long as it took you to take the picture, you could have it out to everybody that's following you on Snapchat. And another reason, this is the new world of advertising. What if people actually wanted to engage with your business? Well, for one, they already have if they've asked you to be a follower on your Snapchat. And what if people actually pushed a button to see your company in action? And we'll see, I've got a couple screenshots. So you took the snap and you sent it to people. They've got to click on Turf Teacher, my Snapchat. They're going to push down on it, and it'll be a picture of a tree or a shrub that's in bloom. They're actually going to hold it down. They're actually engaging in something that I sent them. And it still may be new, but it represents the new age of advertising. And it's free advertising. You're unlimited on the followers that you have. It's just you marketing your Snapchat, putting it on your truck, putting it on your business card, letterhead, your website, your other social media sites. You've already got this stuff in place. So it's just doing a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, and you've got another avenue of marketing. So some ideas for you. You can promote contests for nicely landscaped yards. You can create that contest between your clients. You can show your clients a sneak product that you have. One thing, I think this would have really helped me when I was away from academics and was still in the field, when I was working for my parents, when they own a Christmas decor franchise for 10 years. And back when we were doing Christmas decor, they didn't really have what you called smartphones. We were still, using the old two-way radios and the Nextel phones. We weren't really worried about smartphones back then. We were just, communicating with the guys. If we would have had a smartphone with these social media apps while we were doing the Christmas decor franchise, it would have really, really helped us. A sneak peek of a new product that we had. Hey, we've just done a roof line, on a business in downtown Winston. Take a snap of it, send it out to people, put it on your Facebook, stuff like that. I mean, all these social media apps would have really helped that side of our business grow a lot larger than it was. You can distribute coupons to new and potential clients. 10% off aeration and seeding for new customers. You know, anything that you're mailing out or putting on your website, you can snap it out to your people. You can offer behind the scene looks of your operation. Some people just are curious. Um, to me, there's nothing more proud of when you've grown your business and you're seeing several of your trucks with your name on it leaving your yard, your landscape yard, headed out to do work. Take a picture of it, take a video. You can actually snap a video, a small video clip, as I see here on the back, like Vine style videos. I'm not a big user of Vine. I stick to the main ones that I like, but you can take a video on your phone and you can snap it out to people. Of your business at work, your guy's leaving, your guy's installing an irrigation system. It's unlimited. It's very wide open for how you want to show how your business runs. You can introduce new landscape personnel. You've just hired a graduate of horticulture program or turf management program that you've hired for your business. Introduce them through Snap. Show the videos, and it's very low cost method. It doesn't cost you anything for the app. The only thing it's going to cost you is time that can reach a wide audience. And when I say costing you time, it's building your followers, which you're continuously doing that. You're still doing that with Facebook. You're still doing that with your Twitter. You want people you want new followers every day. So it's just going to cost you a little bit more time to advertise your Snapchat. And then the other thing is just it's going to take you as long to take the picture and boom, send it. You've just snapped somebody. So let's create a Snapchat account. This is the home screen when you download it on to your phone. Let me get my phone. So as you can see, my home screen here, and there is my Snapchat. See my Christmas tree backdrop. So I'm going to click on Snapchat. And actually, you can see it's just your camera. So I've opened up Snapchat. Well, if you haven't already downloaded it, you need to sign up. And this is me. I am Turf Teacher. You need an email address, and you're going to tell your birthday. And the only reason they want to know your birthday is that when you receive a snap on your birthday, it's going to be wrapped in a little present box that you open up, which is really cool. And there is my birth date, and that's how I signed up. Your username on Snap is very unique to your identity. I've chosen Turf Teacher. Turf is not my expertise. I mean, it is a part of our program, but I like the name. It's very catchy, very just sounded good, and it was one that was available. So it really describes it. I am a teacher. I teach horticulture, landscape architecture, and some turf management classes. So Turf Teacher fit me. My phone number, and it's going to send you a verification code, 4-digit code, and you'll just type it in there. And what this is doing is just verifying your email address and that's your phone number. None of your snappers will know your email address or phone number if you don't want them to. I mean, they probably already got it because they're your client. But so, new people, no, they won't see it. And then it's going to help you find friends, people that you've got already in your phone. It's kind of like Facebook. That's up to you. You can allow Snapchat to help you find the friends, or you can click no, I don't want to do that at this time. And there's the picture I just took a few minutes ago before recording this lecture. Um, and this is the picture. I took it like this, just in front of me, as we're looking right now. The old concrete wall behind me. Um, Down here, the little 10, that's how long you can set that snap to last. From 3 seconds up to 10 seconds, I believe. Um, when you take the picture and you want to download it and save it to your phone, the picture that you just took, you just click it right there. Up here is for text, or remember the crepe myrtle, circled the crepe myrtle is where you do it. And then I added happy snapping, and then you just click the arrow here to send it out to your fan base. This is my snap. I did screenshotted it and put it on here. I did cross out some of my followers just for their privacy. But the one thing I like about it is that you can click my story, and your story it stays on your actual page. People can actually click your name. Say that you didn't send it out to everybody, but you clicked my story. It stays up. I think it's for 24 hours. So, and Snapchat also allows your followers, hey, there's new stuff on your story that they can go and look at it if they want to. So I always click that, and then just click the people that I wanted to send it to. And this is how it's going to look while it's sending. This is someone here that I've added to my Snapchat. It's pending, but it's sent to them, and once they accept my follow request, they'll be able to receive it. And this one right here lets you know that it's delivered, but they have not opened it. And then if you needed to talk to the app itself, you actually just scroll across that right there, and that would open up the chat box. And this is what it's going to look like from their side. You saw how mine actually had the T and the marker up here, and there was an X, and it had the clock. But that's exactly how it's going to look when your client or your family or friends opens up the snap that you just sent it. And I actually did this by just hitting that download button, and it saved it to my phone. And just some examples of this. Like I told you, I have a personal one, and I have the one that I use for business, Turf Teacher. We were out doing this. I said nothing like a cool fall day for research. And look at that picture, and can anybody tell me what's wrong? Remember, we talked about Snapchat. You don't have to worry about being so perfect or impersonal. Or being perfect at it. You can make a mistake. But I misspelt the word nothing. I forgot the G off of it. So nothing like a cool fall day. If you caught that before I told you, you're a pretty smart cookie. I didn't realize it until I built this PowerPoint. I'm like, wow, I left the G off. But if I'd have sent this to a client, they would have seen this pretty green grass that we had just mowed, fertilized it, and all this stuff, just doing some research on it. They wouldn't have paid attention that I left the G off. But if I'd have put this on Facebook, everybody in the world, I'd have had comments, hey, learn how to spell, Mr. Jones. But this is one I used for business. And then I have my personal account that, some of my clients want to follow me. They want to know the person behind the business. And I've always felt that, and especially with my dad, everybody that meets him loves him to death. They want to know Orville Jones. They could care less about the actual name of the company. They do, because that's who they write the check to, but they want to know the man behind the business. So what I've done, I have a personal Snapchat, and it's like, hey, we're taking our 3 little girls out with my nephew to Chick-fil-A one night. Send that out to my friends. They're like, hey, yeah, we thought about going there. We'll see you there, kind of thing. People just want to know what you're doing. And so, if you guys want to, go ahead and create yourself a Snapchat account and then send it to me, and I will accept it. I am at Turf Teacher. You don't have to do this, but it's just fun. If you wanted to join me on Snapchat, um, it'll be fun. And I always, you know, always feel like sometimes that, you know, we're each other's biggest resource. We're not competitors, we're colleagues. And I've always looked at the green industry as that. A lot of people don't want to talk to other companies or anything, afraid they'll give their secrets away or that they're snooping in somebody's business. No, there's enough work and stuff for people to do. Your biggest competitor is yourself. If you get in front of somebody, you should be able to sell the job. That's the way I feel about myself, and that's the way I feel about, when I was working for my parents. If I could get in front of the client, I could sell the job based on who I am and the price that I offer. I'm not winning the job by the lowest bid. There, again, it goes back to knowing the individual who's selling the job. So, um, and I learn every single day. Even though I teach, I'm continuously learning, and that's the best thing about being in the academic world is that I am learning every single day from colleagues, from other colleges, from other resources, from the industry itself. It's a continual learning basis, and I learn so much from you guys. And us talking back and forth works. That works great. I don't want to be the company that doesn't talk to anybody or or any of that. I want to learn from you, and I want you guys to learn from me. And social media actually helps us do that. And this is the end of the lecture. I am going to talk a little bit about the 10-question quiz. That way you can just go right to the site and take the 10-question quiz, and it's done. So you've got 5 true or false, then you have 5 multiple choice. First one, the sender can choose how many seconds before the snap disappears. Is it true or false? True or false? You cannot add captions to your snaps. Is that true or false? Look back through the PowerPoint. You probably already know the answers right off the top of your head. The content on Snapchat is permanent. True or false? Facebook offered $2 billion for Snapchat. True or false? Students were the first ones to catch on to Snapchat. True or false? And then multiple choice, 5 questions. Snapchat launched in September of what year? Number 7, you can use which of the following social media sites to gain existing followers. Guys, you can use all of your existing social media sites to push them to your Snapchat. And then, what can you promote on Snapchat? Contests between customers, new services, coupons, all of the above, none of the above. I mean, it's really unlimited. And then, what do you need to create a Snapchat account? Basically, all you need is that email address. You don't necessarily have to enter your phone number. I did, but if you wanted to skip that part of setting up your Snapchat account, you can. You just have to click on some pictures that has that little ghost on it. And then, why do people like Snapchat? One, because you've got to be very polished and detailed. No. It's popular than other social media sites. No. It could be one day. Who knows? But it needs to be used with your other social media sites in combination. And then you don't have to be so perfect with your snap. That's the main reason people like using it. It's just a click snap of something, and you send it out to a bunch of people, and you don't have to be the Mr. Web developer to have it online. All right. If there's any questions, you guys know how to get in touch with me. You have my cell phone, and you have my email. Hope this has been helpful, and I would love to receive some snaps from you. Thanks, and hope to see you in the next lecture.